Now I'm going to delete and we'll start this off. This is the Lethal Lottery drawing. Welcome to IWAR fans. Actually, let me start over again.
Lethal Lottery Evolution.
Yes. IWAR Dark.
IWAR Dark. IWAR.
We're going to have all the hard-hitting action featuring Lee Johnson and Abaddon.
Oh my God.
I wanted to just trigger you with Abaddon.
Yes.
This is Lethal Lottery drawing. So this is going to be my table thing's not really working well. I'm Matt Riley. I'm the IWAR commissioner, and I'm joined by Lethal Lottery executive, the man behind this event, Scott Franklin, and longtime IWA player, former world champion with what was our outlaw Ron
Logan.
See,
my one and only world champion.
I know how that feels. So Scott, some of the players might not know about you. So how did you get into the IWA?
God, that was a long time ago. I don't even remember how old I was.
In 1906.
It started in 87, so I started right at 88. I saw it in a magazine. Just almost like everyone else, I guess. Saw the welcoming in the magazine, the article, and decided to try it and get my mother's money out of her purse and made my first two wrestlers,
which were
the contenders, Steve Champion and Rick Challenger.
That's IWA double Hall of Famer, Rick Challenger.
Yes. And I've only got one Hall of Fame thing to prove it.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Stuff, I can prove anything.
And you and I met through the game. I don't know who was through Frank. Do you remember who it was? Who was it? Frank that hooked us up?
Frank. I don't know. The biggest thing I remember is that I got a mail. I got mail from whoever it was at the time, Johnny B, or one of his hard-working elves, and said that you wanted to send me a letter, and was it okay? And I said sure. And then from that moment on, we were Super Team USA.
I will say we traded many letters. I have a bunch of them. I think I sent you some of them.
You did.
But my favorite thing was we used to take time, and again, this is before internet, so we would send letters to each other.
And I had to explain that to my son too. Remember, this was way before the internet. Stuff started coming.
Like 1990, sending a letter like, here are my 5 favorite players in baseball, 5 favorite players in football. Here's my favorite 5 teams. We just do these lists.
14-page letters because we would do different days. We'd start off on a Thursday and not send the letter till Monday, and it went through the mail. So at that time, it took about 3 to 5 days, and it's sooner now because there's the internet, but there's just days that you would probably just rather just sign something or write a letter and go, hey, look at this. We might do. Through those old letters, I could not believe how much stuff that was brought up that we used to do. And now I'm lucky that I have 2 to 3 wrestlers in the division, of any division. So,
well, I think you, my oldest friends in life are you, Nathan, Sean, like Brian, and like friends I went through high school, and Brian, or like Sean was high school too, but like we went through all kinds of things together, So, you know, one of the aspects of the game we always talk about is the people you meet, the friendships you make. And, you know, we've jokingly thrown out the idea of an IWAR con. Oh. And I still think we probably have to be careful because Chris Henson would be like circling people out of your way. But that's another show.
But that I mean I'm surprised that it hasn't already happened. I don't know if it's because that there's a lot of people that have egos that you can talk online, but when you show up, how many people are really as cool as they make themselves out to be? I'm in no way. I never made myself that cool, or nor do I'm anywhere near that now. So
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Like, you know, we met obviously, hell, I worked my very first
88.
show was your show. But that's, again, I don't want to get too much into that, but I just want to talk about kind of like, some of the background here. But my overall point is that Scott has an amazing mind for the game. And I've often said to people over the years, like, hey, if you have an idea, let me know. So one of the nights we were talking about something, you mentioned this idea of the Lethal Lottery tournament. But, and the Lethal Lottery tournament, kind of give some background here. Was it WCW that did it first?
Yes.
Think of.
And it was the ones that made the picks were Missy Hyatt and Magnum TA standing at this little thing that you would see at the bingo hall, knowing very well there were no names on any of those papers.
Right.
But I will promise you, to each and every one of you, I will show the name that is on here. So
yeah, again, they're meant, people have asked this over and over again.
This is the number one name. So
right. So this is a Lethal Lottery tournament here. So what happens is we will pick, or Scott will pick the names, and then I'll add them onto the page you're looking at, and I'll form all these matchups. This is completely a shoot. There's no work here. We're not like Scott and I got together and like, all right, this is the name first. Excuse me. And I know some of the IWAR fans will know that over the years, the IWAR draft actually takes place like a day or two before we post it all. And it gives me like actually a week, and I get to bang all the results and the design, everything else, graphics. This is going to be off the cuff, whoever's in it. The only move we made is I took Atari out and I put in Monster Truck Tanaka. So this is a good event to kind of stir things up. As a lot of you guys know, we used to be a bigger group of leagues. Now it's just IWL and BRL with the rookie league. Them players take part too. But this is kind of getting towards that Raw versus SmackDown type of momentum. And this should be an interesting event. And again, whoever wins this event, there's no prize, like there's no IW creditor. It's a free event. But the winning team does challenge for the IWAR World Tag Belts. And what's interesting is that the way the challenging goes now is every 4 cycles, you have the tag team of the year, the IWAR tag team of the year, if they promo, will be challenging. And then the next will be the winners of the Murano, and then the winners of Lethal Lottery, the winners of the Tag Team Derby. I'm not tired. Tag Team Derby too.
The Tag Team Derby.
Oh, well, let's keep.
That's a whole nother show right there.
I know. Like my sign at work. Just fun note. We had a heat wave here in Boston. Did I send you this picture?
Yes.
Yeah. So I went to the store and I bought like 2 big sacks of Flavor Ice. Now, Flavor Ice, if you're not familiar, is like the clear plastic tube with like flavored, probably like jet fuel for frozen. You can throw it in the freezer and it freezes up. It's a flavor pop, right? Flavor Ice, freeze pop. So I put a sign up and I said, beat the heat. Cool off with one of these pops. So people knew to have them because not everyone was aware of it. And people at work thought it said something akin to what Dusty Rhodes would say, which was beat the meat. And I'm like, why the hell would I hang a sign in the break room that says beat the meat? But it's all over work now, so that's been fun. I'm gonna get fired. So I'm like, first of all, that's not an H, that's an H, not an M. You sick pervert. I work with a bunch of pervs. Whatever, it's life. We're in a game with a bunch of pervs. Everyone's a perv. That's how life is. So anyways, the Lethal Lottery, what will happen is we're not going to redraw the teams. The teams are going to be who they are, start to finish. So the way scoring works, as opposed to like tag teams in that way where we have like, you know, flowing, because of the random nature of this, we didn't want to make it like, okay, you guys are to get together and try to book your strategy. Nope. It's team total. So it's like if it's Zydrate and Stevie Vertigo and one has a 500 and the other has a 500, that's $1,000, 1,000-point score. So that's how this works. And if there's a tie, we'll break the tie the old-fashioned way. Highest team member score. How's that?
I will look at it and pick whoever I want. Yeah.
Corruption. Get those bids in now.
Ticonderoga, what?
Oh, he wins again. The yellow dog runs down to the ring. But you know, we're gonna have this start, and we're gonna start it the 29th. So this is gonna roll out quick, but we wanted to get it going so we could have it in time for the next tag title shot. So this is kind of a cool way to have a random team of two people who might not otherwise get a shot, and it kind of makes it more fun. So here it is. So do you want to draw the first name?
Already drawn.
Oh my God.
Sitting right here by
fans.
itself.
The first name is.
But first, you also toward your either, and once we decide where we want to put it, I like points to your either your singles competitor, or if it comes up. One thing I would hopefully see down the road, even if it's not this year, later years, that the person or the two people that get together either find a way to have a bigger feud or come up being a hot new tag team. And you know, I like drawing off other major pay-per-views or something like that. But
boy, howdy, these young kids are really up and comers.
Yes.
We need Lance Russell in person. Lance Russell's one of my favorite announcers. It's like Grandpa calling the action. Oh, Eddie Gilbert, stop beating him up with the fireball. Oh, you Eddie, you rascal.
Oh, Eddie, for the
47th like, who the hell is that guy?
What's for that? The 47th time, don't run over him.
No,
that's not right. That's not right.
Doug Gilbert doing it again. Okay, so who was the first? Now, did you show them how you're doing this? Where's the surprise box here? Let's see where it's being drawn. Yes. Not a hat. Not practice. I'm talking about practice. Game.
It's the toolbox. I lost the message. Here it is.
Oh my God! The first controversial topic. Who is the first?
It's the Lethal Lottery surprise box.
The surprise box. There it is. All right. So who is the first name drawn?
First name drawn in the IWAR Lethal Lottery. Donald J. No, never mind. The name that he hates to hear. The number one name. No, okay, yeah, this is it. I had to make sure that I'd looked down the list because didn't remember seeing it. Anyway, number one, Double R, Rob Ratliff.
Hey, Double R, Rob Ratliff. All right.
Just to show you, there you go.
There it is. Oops, I can spell. And his partner will be.
Are we going to go with it being his partner, or this being his first or their first opponent?
Let's go partner first.
Okay. So we will be making teams in the first two that we pick for each one. I just want to make sure that's clear too. Oh my God. The suspense.
Partner will be
Santino. Oh, not again. Okay. Number two on the list. Ratliff's tag team partner will be from the NWL, Lone Star Redneck.
Oh, there it is. Let's start Redneck. I want to get, well, I'll talk about when we get, we'll do this. We'll save all the commentary for the final recap after we get all the teams formed. Okay, so who will their opponents be? Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
This is the most fun I've had all week.
I'm sorry.
Me too. The third name going into the Lethal Lottery is Nick Bloodtrap.
Ooh, Nick Bloodtrap. By the way, Bloodtrap, I believe, had the IWL title for a moment. This past week, people have asked a lot about this, but the IWA had a very bad week when it came to like doing the results. And they had to rerun the BRL, IWL, and CWL that I know of. I'm always curious how many leagues actually have to have these problems, but you know, it happens. So roll with it. And who will Nick Bloodtrap's partner be?
Nothing like picking up 7 at one time. Okay, here we go. That's one. And Bloodtrap's partner will be. Oh, this might be tough. BRL, good Lord, I can't talk. BRL's own Hawaiian Heartthrob.
Oh, all right.
I saw the picture of him too. Very well done.
Oh, the picture of Hawaiian Throw?
Yes.
I can talk too. Damn, bloody hell.
That's why we were such a great tag team.
Promos are legendary.
They could wrestle, but damn, they sure couldn't talk.
The Jeff Farmer School of Promos. Oh, by the way, I'll wait till you get there. I'm deleting the names of who's been picked so I can keep a better eye on what's left. All right, so go ahead. Next up,
Team B, or
yeah. So well, let's go right down the line. So
we should have had them. We should have had like a thing to ask and see, because I'm kind of like, I thought it'd be better if it went to the other side. But that's good.
oh, I can do that. You all go over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I ain't winning this thing. I'm not worried. I put Monster Truck Tanaka in. I'm doing this for fun, man.
Well, I just didn't want to come up with Tanaka and his partner Ticonderoga. Then we're gonna have issues.
Oh yeah.
And I will say, we will separate the two. I will put whatever name back in and pick another one. So.
Controversy. Yeah, we team enough as it is. All right, so who you got?
Then again, I mean, people can see I'm not picking them out. It'd be great if we could get it open. So we're looking at the first competitor on side B. And that will be, speaking of controversy, the IWL's Alexander J. Styles.
Oh. And who will Mr. Styles be teaming with?
Alexander J. Styles will be waiting for in the ring. Flashy Jack Ferdinand.
Oh.
The tough team right there.
It is. All right, and who will they face? Who's going to be their opponents?
Yeah, I'm moving this over here. I'm moving this here. Much better. Where the box was, I was ready to see it be dumped in the floor. Now it comes right up to me. Here we go for more action. Oh, even better. The Lethal Lottery executive is very happy. Thousand Ferdinand first opponent will be IWL's own Steel Cut Oats.
Oh, look at us. We were talking about the player. And his partner will be Mr. USA, Tony Atlas.
Q Johnson.
That's right.
His partner will be Zydrate.
Ooh, Zydrate.
Zydrate's a loser.
I should add in the leagues people have too, right? Make it really like a track. That's what I'll do. I'll be a nice guy. All right, so I'll let you get cranking on who's next.
Team A Section A and Section B have now had their first 4 tag teams. And if I looked at them and you asked me to pick a winner, I could not do it. There is 4 major tag teams right there that could win anywhere in the IWA.
In event, folks, anywhere in the country.
Anywhere in the country. Any event in the IWAR. IWAR. What? No, I can't read it. Should open my eyes.
Zoom in a little bit to make it easier on my eyes.
Oh, good job.
And your eyes. Let me remove Zydrate from the pool. You're out. Steel Cut from the pool.
At that time,
I'll play.
as you're removing them, you can now remove Fighter X.
Ooh, Fighter X.
Fighter X.
Oops. Oh, hello, Caps Lock. Fighter X. Oh my God.
Fighter X.
And his partner will be.
He has a speech impediment. It's okay. Fighter X's partner will walk down to the ring. Who will it be? Stevie Vertigo.
Ooh, oh, there's some bad blood there. Stevie Vertigo is kind of a dick, so. The dick. That's his job, folks. He's a heel.
U.S. Mail is a dick.
That's wrestling lingo for you fans at home. An all individual team. And their opponents will be.
You know, U.S. Mail is a dick. He took out my.
U.S. Mail.
He took
U.S.
out
Mail is like
American.
U.S. Mail is like the American Patriot in the IWL. Whoever the American Patriot calls out in promos leaves the league. And U.S. Mail, whoever that guy goes after, they like Dirge the Executioner, gone. Dan the Beast Severn, gone.
Adam Drake,
gone. Like, holy moly.
Little Adam Drake punk, though.
Can't have feud of the year if everyone leaves. Let me do this real quick while I'm thinking of it. Ding, ding. All right, you can get to pulling the next game.
First guy for our Titan for Team B on the other side. The freak. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, nope, the other. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. So I was wrong before.
Who is the freak going to have for a partner?
The freak's partner is going to be Neosporin. What?
Oh, but plug, folks. Neosporin. Tastes great with less calories.
It will be. Nate Moneyman Barnes.
Ooh. All right, let's jump over here. Whoever will be the first member of this team.
Now it will be third team for Team B. Oh, or the second if you go into the next round. The crowd just went crazy. They saw the name on the screen. They don't understand, but it's Hillbilly Kevin.
Hillbilly Kevin. There he is. All right, and who will Hellbilly? Good name.
Hillbilly.
Bean sausage.
Hillbilly Kevin's partner will be. Oh, this is going to be way off the charts. Agent 26.
Oh boy.
So does that mean
world champion?
Agent 26 will wear Hillbilly Kevin's hellos?
That too.
Will they both be hillbillies?
Yeah.
You know how secret Agent 26 is.
And who will their opponents be?
The return of Bad Company. What?
My God.
You can take off number 9 and number 13.
Oh yeah. Oops. Okay. We got
First guy in the to take on Kevin and 26.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is going to be rough, even if he wrestles by himself. IWL's Neo Dragon.
Oh. Talk about guys who were dicks. That guy, Neo Dragon, what an a-hole. Who is Neo Dragon's partner?
I'm gonna laugh if I pick the name. Nope. It's Tyler Dresden.
Oh.
Dresden better.
Punk Rock Mike, so we get the double CM Punk avatars. I know.
Regular shaven head one and
Right. Long hair, Punk, and
long hair.
okay, we're down to the last 16. So who
It is.
are we looking at here?
And let us know what you think, if you're able to.
I will ask this. I want people to comment on this video and say like what they think of the matchups and watch this going. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Don't say anything about the two guys that are running it.
Yeah, we know we're terrible. That's okay.
Yeah, we don't need anybody else telling us. I have more than enough people in the morning telling me how much I suck. So
I thought that the matchups are great, but the guys that did it, I just think that they could have worked in more references to dolls and feuding with dolls.
Okay. Can we bring Rock?
Oh my God.
What?
This is a way to start out the next round. What would that be, like session 1, 2, 3? First name in section 3. I know him well. It's Dixon Ticonderoga.
No.
The crowd went.
Ticonderoga.
Oh, you mean the guy that can't win a belt and only wins it once?
He needs to win it once. That's how good he is. And who will Dixon be teaming with?
Dixon Ticonderoga's partner will be.
Oh, not me.
Monster Truck Tatonga.
Oh no!
Yes, I like Tatanka. Anyway, monster truck
Wow,
Tanaka.
we just can't get away from each other.
We
Wow.
can't, and we're. I said we were going to change it, but we're not. You guys saw it right there. I didn't cheat.
All right. Well, that's. I was about to say
But
like don't pull. Oh, whatever. All right. That's
but it's very funny though. And yes,
so.
you can tell. You can tell that we are both very tired.
I know. I went to this pool today and swam laps, and because of my shoulder surgery, I can't swim like the normal like overhand swim. Not for long. It
Yes.
bothers me a lot. So I'm swimming like an old man, and I keep telling the lifeguard, I'm like, there's like old ladies outpacing me. I'm like, I'm gonna take out their legs. DDT. Area man arrested for pile driving elderly woman at pool. All right. So who will we be facing?
Ticonderoga and Tatanka's first opponent will be Firebird John Satterfield.
Oh, high score. That's tough.
Yeah, but I'm looking here for the worst guy. There we go. Ace Fury. Oh, no, I'm kidding.
And who will his partner be?
It's just a question between you and I, and we can let all the fans know, because we have fans now. Who would you like for Satterfield's partner to be? And I've got it right here. So
If I was gonna guess, I'm gonna guess it's Jax Mcallister.
if I was going to pick someone, I wouldn't mind Ghostly Shadow. And it is Magnum TL.
Oh,
That's two decent teams right there.
it is. That's pretty good. All right, so let's jump over here. Actually, let me erase Magnum TL.
If you want to, you can tell Satterfield and TL they're getting loose.
All right, we're down to our lucky 12. Okay, so who is the first member of Team A here?
It is. Missed him by one. Ghostly Shadows. And I can put a little ghost on there. Ah!
All right, and who's Ghostly's partner?
Ghostly Shadows. Partner is going to be Rodney Darmon.
Oh, there it is.
Darmon.
One half of. I'll get back to that. One half of
Really hope that you
Thugs for
guys
Hire. Okay, who are they facing?
really hope you guys do enjoy this as we go, because it's even just doing this part has been fun.
the hour and a half pre-show where we talk about our lives and how much
Exactly.
we left on the cutting room floor. So who's the first partner?
The first partner is Love Burger with a
like,
side of fries.
It sounded like what's his name? Pimp Daddy there. The what's his name?
Love Burger is a
Godfather.
Pimp Daddy. Love Burger is.
I always say this whenever I bring him up. My favorite independent show was Big Time Wrestling was in this area, and they booked him, and they had like like the wrestlers on the cover of the little poster, and they had Godfather, Papa Shango, and whatever his Kama, the Ultimate Warrior guy was,
Yes.
all on the poster. It's like it's the same guy. Anyways, all right. So who is Love Burger's partner?
Before you may want to go up to Fighter X and put an L in that NW.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna guess it's litigation. That's my guess.
I'm not guessing at all. I'm just going to show you who it is, and it is. Ooh, Money Driven. Mike Sebastian.
All right, so we're down to our 2 final teams. Let me drop him. Oops. And I'll drop him. By the way, Yoko Tuna has been subbed out for Stanley Hardaway. So when you read Yoko Tuna's name, it'll be Stanley Hardaway.
That's Stanley Hardaway.
He is a new guy in the BRL. He is the same player as Yoko Tuna, but Yoko Tuna is supposed to be his bodyguard, and he wants Stanley Hardaway to be like the primary guy. Like, all right, it's fine. So, all right, who we got here? Who's on first?
You scare me so much. The first entrant of the final 4 teams, Stanley Hardaway.
Oh, look at that. Watch him email me like, oh, I want Yoko Tuna in there. Damn it all.
Too late.
Right. Who's his partner?
Stanley Hardaway's partner is Terry the Harry Fairy.
Oh, no.
One of my favorite names ever.
As good as gas station Dick Pills.
That's his nephew.
Nice.
Stanley Hardaway's partner is going to be Litigation.
Oh.
Friends, there are 3 teams left. 3 teams.
All right, fans.
6
Who will be
wrestlers. 6 wrestlers are in this box, and it is heavy.
Oh, what did I do?
No one likes my comedy. You know what you do? Turn it off.
All right, so who we got?
Hardaway and Litigation's first opponent is going to be the icon, the legend, person I know very well. Enjoy him being a friend as much as Mr. Riley. Frank, the Leatherman Snow.
There's one of the icons of the game. And who will Frank Leatherman Snow's tag team partner be?
Willowick, Ohio needs to have a Hall of Fame like WWE should. And there should be a Frank Leatherman Snow. What do you call it?
Black.
A statue.
Statue.
A statue of Frank Snow, probably in cheese.
I like the cheese idea. That works well. More of a Wisconsin thing, but it works.
Sure.
Who's his partner?
Glad you asked. I'm looking down here and reading that it's a superstar, Chris Champion.
Ooh.
Funny that it's superstar Chris Champion in the BRL, because before that, one of the very first wrestlers in the BRL, or not the BRL, the Snake Pit League, was Chris Champion.
Well, we're down to our final 2 teams. Who is the member of well, actually, let's draw the team 1. So team 2 will be automatic. So who is the final being drawn here?
Maybe with this one we should do 1, 1, 2, 2 to give it a little bit more.
Okay.
So team 1A, Punk Rock Mike.
That bum. And who is Punk? Go down here. And who is the other team?
1B, or yeah. 2A is going to be Johnny Vegas. The highlight of the night.
Sure is. And
Punk Reich.
the last name to draw. Who will be the
Reich.
what?
Punk Reich. That's what I started out with. Punk Rock Mike's partner will be Ace Fury,
Ace Fury. Wow, the fans will be happy about these guys.
which will
All right.
be the legendary hooligan Jax Mcallister as your final pick.
All right, let's look at these teams, fans.
Crowd is just they're shocked. They're
The
just
fans are
sitting back.
visibly shocked.
Their hands are on their heads. The
Pillow guy is here, and he's shocked.
people are leaving. They can't believe us. They can't believe that Satterfield and TL are going to be a team, and Neo Dragon's got such an ego, he probably won't even let Tyler Dresden in the ring.
Well, all right. So let's the first matchup. We have Rob Ratliff and Lone Star Redneck. Now, Rob is a longtime guitar swinging, a fan favorite at times, but he's kind of out of control. He's always big on trying to win. Managed by Catfish Rob, and then we have Lone Star Redneck, a newcomer to the NWL, who jumped right in. Like, he joined the NWL. He sent me an email, I think, through IWAR or a letter, and it was like, "Hey, here's what I want to be in this event, this event, this event. Get me in." I'm like, okay, that's great. It's jumping in both feet. So you get the veteran Rob Ratliff and the rookie Lone Star Redneck. You got Nick Bloodtrap and Hawaiian Heartthrob. Nick Bloodtrap has been getting better and better, so good for him. And Hawaiian Heartthrob, he's a solid, good guy, and really looking to get some success in the BRL. Won the Battle Royal not so long ago, so he's making.
Yes.
We got
Red
fight.
stuff, and so in the picture alone, pictures do help you so well in playing this game. When we didn't have it in the 80s, 90s. I mean, there were. If I had drawn a picture,
I drew pictures of our guys for a while.
you did. I had to ask you because you got them from me. That would be, oh, that poor little guy. His stick figures are just really cute.
Yeah. Well, the Hawaiian Heartthrobs, I'll say this. If you look at the BRL Bulletin and see the Hawaiian Heartthrobs character, I designed that with my WWE 2K19 engine. So if you want to have your character, avatar created, contact me. The more information you give me, the better I can put together and try to make it look like you want. Let's see here. So Fighter X and Stevie Vertigo, two masked men from the NWL. One is a good guy, tough guy. One is a bad guy with his valet, Kyla. So there's a lot going on in that team. They're not friends at all. On the opposite side, the Freak and Nate Moneyman Barnes. Again, two more NWL alumni. The Freak's kind of out of control. And Nate Moneyman Barnes, he's going to try to buy his way to success. Everyone's got a price. Next down the line, we got Dixon Ticonderoga and Monster Trek Tanaka, not Tatanka. He said that, I'm like, who the hell's Tatanka? Like Tatanka. I'm like, what?
There's the yellow truck Tonka.
They go against John Satterfeld and Magnum TL. And remember, this isn't about tag team flow. It's both teams' individual scores added up to combine score, and that's going to be the winning factor. Dixon's all over the place. Monster Tanaka's all over the place. So if they can both not get disqualified, they could actually have a good chance. We've got Stanley Hardaway, who's a newcomer. He's the leader, one of the big guys in Dynasty. And his partner is Litigation. Yeah, I should add that T in there. There he is.
You're fired.
Litigation's part of the Litigators. They're in the BBL. They're coming over to IWL any day now. And I think they won most hated trio or most hated like twice in a row. So they're not very popular with the fans. But a lawyer and fiscally centric accountant, evil figure, that works. We've got Frank Leatherman Snow and superstar Chris Champion. So one of the what's the word I'm looking for? Veterans of the IWA with one of the younger rising stars. So that'll be an interesting mix. Then on the other bracket, we've got Alexander J. Styles and Flashy Jack Ferd. Who I might add, Alexander J. Styles was the number 1 pick by the IWL last year, I believe, or 2 years ago. And Jack Ferdinand just won the All Rookie Cup. He defeated Leon Phoenix. So he is the 10th winner of the All Rookie Cup. So congrats to him. And they're taking on Steel Cutouts and Zydrate. So
that is probably my sleeper team right there.
Sleeper, I like those guys. Zydrate's masked maniac, good guy, kind of hard to figure. He's just all over the place, but he's in a good way.
Great. I read both of the comments they have, and during each cycle, both of them are they're new blood. I mean, maybe not new blood as managers, but new blood as, I mean, there's no, I mean, you got your regular guys like Ghostly Shadows and Mike Sebastian, guys like that. And then you've got these two guys. And I really believe, I mean, if you looked at it in real life, which nobody does that, that this team would really be a team that probably fans may, really go for. And I like how that happens because, who knows? It's such a weird team just by name alone that, Steel Cutouts probably would never think that Zydrate would be a great partner for him. And then somewhere down the line, we're going to see them as IWAR World Tag Team Champions. They hope.
It could happen. We got Hillbilly Kevin and Agent 26. Hillbilly Kevin was on quite a trajectory in the NWL. He was red hot for quite a while. Yes. Young Lions champion, multi-time. I think he was 2 or 3 time NWL champion. Like, he really was on a pace, and then he had to graduate. So, his time there was cut short, but he's in the BRL now. So making a name for himself there. And Agent 26, one half of the founding fathers of Suburban Hell Savages, super good guy, looking to win his next match all the time. He's very aggressive. So we'll see how he does. And they're taking on the team of Neo Dragon and Tyler Dresden, 2 of the most verbose wrestlers in the IWAR. And Neo Dragon,
he's a jerk.
He hates Senior Lucha. Let me tell you, not a fan of that guy.
Well, Neo Dragon is almost losing his respect from Dixon Ticonderoga due to the fact this past cycle, Dragon shoving Ticonderoga's little buddy around, David Crockett.
Oh, boy.
He's not finding that. I mean, that's DT's guy, not Indy's. So something might be happening there.
Well, that team could be another sleeper team right there. So then we have the team of Ghostly Shadows and Rodney D'Armond. And what's interesting about this team is they're both NWL alumni, but they were almost there at the same time. So it's kind of like they've been around for a long time with each other. So familiarity. And Ghostly Shadows is sneaky good. Like he as a character is one of my favorite names and just the persona, kind of like Undertaker. But if you know the band Ghost, look up the band Ghost in Google. The lead singer, that is the face paint that Ghostly Shadows wears, and just such a great presentation. I love that look. And then you have Love Burger and manager and Mike Sebastian. So Mike Sebastian, another member of the Suburban Hell Savages, one of the IWAs, not just BRL or IWL, like one of the IWA's top wrestlers for Companies and Wins. I think he's 8th or 9th. He's up there, but it's like, he's cranking out the wins, and has a hard time. He picks one strat. He's one wrestler, that player. One wrestler. So that's really hard to do. And Love Burger, talk about promos with a lot of punch. Love Burger's a fun read. So that's
he is a fun read. I totally agree.
Very good promo people. And I would say when Mike Sebastian is motivated. His promos are the best. We have Punk Rock Mike and Ace Fury. Wow.
Well,
You know, that's
yeah,
two
that
pieces.
that's
Fans
that's
gonna be excited
perfect right
about
there.
this.
There's nothing else you could say. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah. So, you know, Punk Rock Mike, global champion. We have Neo Dragon, the IWL heavyweight champion, and Stevie Vertigo, the Young Lions champion. So all of the commissioner champions represented in this tournament. And our final team is Johnny Vegas and Jax Mcallister. And Johnny Vegas is a brutally ruthless member of the Revolution Extreme, which is as is Neo Dragon. And he's looking to win. He is very driven to win. So he won the championship earlier this year, the IWL championship. He's doing well. Jax Mcallister could be a sleeper pick here because Jax Mcallister, a rookie this year, has come out of nowhere to make the final four of the Murano. I'm sorry, of the Johnny B Cup. I'm not tired.
You're tired.
I'm very tired. So, you know, it's really, you know, kind of cool to see a guy like that do so well as a new wrestler.
Now, is there any names that you wish you would have seen in this startup, or do you like what you have right now?
I liked, well, I'll say this much. It worked out well with 32 wrestlers entering, and it was one wrestler per player.
Yes.
I switched from Ali Atari to Monster Truck Tanaka, not Tatanka.
Rebel, not Rebel. Rebel,
You know,
not
like I
Rebel.
was talking to someone earlier. Who was it? I think it was Dewey, like with Hillbilly Kevin. He wanted to put his other guy in this event, and it was like, well, you know, spreading around, keep more of my guys active and give more to promo about, and that will, you know, it's like, you know, one of these teams you're looking at right here, one of these teams will challenge for the IWAR World Tag Team Championship, and you might say, well, that sounds crazy. Some of these guys are thrown together. Well, there it is. You know, if you win this event, you're going to get a shot in October. So there it is. So do you have your number one like give me a can't miss and a dark horse.
Can't miss and a dark horse.
So who do you think is your like most likely to make the finals or win?
You know what? If they are on, and they are both, best way to say it, if they're on and their vision, if they see the same thing at the very end, which is a shot at those titles,
Mm-hmm.
I believe that Loveberger and Mike Sebastian is going to be hard to beat.
Okay. And who's your dark horse?
And the dark horse, you know, I mean, some of the names I only got to know just recently,
Mm-hmm.
and then the ones that I do know, I mean, Agent 26 and Hillbilly Kevin might be the one that stays in my head, but Fighter X and Stevie Vertigo
Mm-hmm.
are another team that I think if you sleep on them, then you're going to be mistaken. You're going to be taking the 3 count.
Well, I will say my team, I think, is my pick for probably winning. I actually like the combo of Steel Cut-Outs and Zydrate. Their scoring, I watch their scores, is up there. And this is the thing, you don't have to have a 5-16 to win. You just have to outscore your other team. So it's like, you know, I can see them having high scores. You know, Hillbilly Kevin, Agent 26 could have high scores. Neo Dragon, Dresden could have high scores. I would say the team I think could be a dark horse team, all the way. I would say probably Nick Bloodtrap and Hawaiian Heartthrob, just because they're, you know, both, you know, on the rise. So, you know,
A good team.
they get it together soon enough to advance. You know, like can they put it together quick enough? And this again, this first cycle coming up is the June 29th, so it's only a couple weeks away. So make sure you're active. Make sure you're you're active, and you know, we'll see what happens.
Exactly. You don't want to be. I'm not worried about Tatanka, so I know he can take care of himself.
Yeah.
Dixon will be. He'll just throw some of his moves together, and he'll be okay.
Yeah.
But someone like Neo Dragon, who decides to go away for a weekend and decides that Tyler Dresden's not enough to worry about, then you know, Dragon's such a jerk.
Luke's gonna be so mad.
I hope so. That's the best. That's the fun part about it.
Well, I say this. I think
I hope that. Oh, go ahead.
No, I think we have a good field overall. I think it's going to be a fun thing. I think next year will be bigger, and that's fine. But I think 32 is a good number. We can keep it at 32, and you know, it's a free event. You know, we wanted to just do it,
Yeah.
put it out there.
And it will continue to be a free event. I don't need anything. It's something that I wanted to do in IWAR too, and I never ever have the time to be able to do it. I want to throw something out there for the guys that they might enjoy, and 'cause I know that you know, I've only got Ticonderoga and Lavender Fields. I hope by the year's out, I'll have a third wrestler somewhere. But I want to. There's so many good guys out there that are writing now. I want somebody to challenge me again, because it's been a long time. So you see these names, and I really, if you guys are listening to this going, God, would you just shut him up so we could go to bed? I know you'll read it or listen to it later too, but I appreciate that the 32 of you, or actually the 31. I'm in there. The 31 of you really wanted to do this and to get your name in there, and that, you know, later on, who says we can't do this 2 times a year? I mean, it just depends on how it comes up. Maybe we just do one with, you know, the top 8 teams or something like that. I'm looking probably too deep in the future, but
future Conan.
I'm already wanting to go to the next one, because we just started this one. But by the time we blink, it'll be gone. I'll be like, wow, that was great, but now I want to do it again right now. Now.
When you come off a roller coaster again, I want to go again.
Yeah, exactly. But I like how the names turned out. I mean, it is exactly if I was going to watch a pay-per-view, or like this was our YouTube Zoom decision show, I guess, how you want to put it. And maybe later on, you guys may come up with something else that you want to add to it. Just let us know, and you know, we can watch my baby get bigger and make sure that he doesn't turn 15 and buy his own car. So that's my own joke. So
That's all right.
Yes, my son's 15 and he just bought his own car.
Hey, when I was 15, I was playing IWA, and I still am. Yep. Well. All right. Well, with that, we're gonna call it a night. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna edit this up, and I'll get this posted. And remember, goal deadline is the Monday, so June 28th, 9 a.m. Get your stuff in. And you know, like I had one player send me their promo on Monday morning, and it was like I was at work. It was like, or no, Tuesday morning.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
No, but
I stay up till 5 a.m. 2 hours before to get up for work, just to finish all my stuff up.
that's my move. So I will edit this up. I'll make sure it looks nice and pretty. If I can.
That's a Southern word for pretty.
Yeah.
He learned that when he was out there with me.
That's right. Uh,
And seriously, you guys want to know anything? I'm an open book. I'll tell you. I'll tell you about my IWA days and bore you to death, or I'll tell you about my how I get around a wheelchair. I'll tell you how much I hate my job. So see, I can bore you in many, many ways, but I'd be also happy to answer questions or even down the line have a blood trap tap out to Dixon Ticonderoga.
there it is. All right. Well, thank you, Scott. This was fun.
It was. Thanks for
we-
having me.
And like I said, if you have a good idea for stuff, we're open to trying stuff always. This game is fun because we do it. And I've said this before, the things we do in the IWAR are an extra layer to the game. And it really makes all the difference. Like I had one of the worst cycles ever this past week. 0 for 12, like not a damn thing.
Ouch.
So having said that, I made the finals of the Murano with Hamilton, and I made the semifinals of the Johnny B Cup. So it's like, okay, I was horrible and I did not do well, but there's a silver lining. So you guys make the game fun. Do those promos, have fun, and we will update this, I think, if we can, or we'll do something fun with this again. But that will do. So.
See you guys.
Woo.
Woo.
All right, I'm gonna stop the